Good afternoon. To begin our ceremony, I ask that you please stand as the national anthem is performed by members of MCG's a cappella group, the Serotonins.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Jennifer Tucker, and I'm the Associate Dean for Student Affairs at the Medical College of Georgia. It is my honor to welcome you to the White Coat Ceremony for the Class of 2027. We're delighted to have you join us for this event, which celebrates the Class of 2027 into the study of clinical medicine. A medical school education is an amazing process. In 3 to 4 years, the bright, motivated, and carefully selected university students who enter medical school are transformed into physician professionals. It is an amazing personal and educational metamorphosis. We all take the responsibility of assisting our most junior colleagues on that professional journey very seriously. We are honored to have the outstanding group of young people join the MCG community, and we look forward to working with all of them as they become doctors over the coming years. None of these students arrived at this place at this point in their lives without the love and support of caring family and friends. I ask the Class of 2027 to join me in thanking all of you who have and will continue to support these students. I would also like to thank all of those who worked so hard to prepare for this day, in particular the faculty members and staff in the Office of Academic Affairs, and especially Ms. Elise Vega. I would now like to introduce the stage party. Dr. David Hess, Dean, Medical College of Georgia, and Executive Vice President for Medical Affairs and Integration. Dr. Shelley Nuss, Campus Dean for the University of Georgia Medical Partnership. Dr. Andrea Thomas, Senior Associate Dean of Evaluation, Accreditation, and CQI. Dr. Casey Bassett, Assistant Dean for Student Affairs with the Medical Partnership. Our keynote speaker, Dr. William Salazar, MCG faculty, and the Class of 2024 presidents. Dr. Mike Brands, our Vice Dean for Academic Affairs, is sick today and can't be here, but sends his well wishes. Finally, I want to introduce an individual who worked tirelessly to bring you to this place on this day. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Kelly Braun, Senior Associate Dean for Admissions. But for Dr. Braun and her team, none of you would be here. In 1988, the Arnold P. Foundation was established to focus attention on humanism in medical education. The first white coat ceremony was held at Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons in New York, and over the following decade, nearly all U.S. medical schools introduced a white coat ceremony sponsored by the Arnold P. Foundation. This ceremony reminds our entire medical school community that our patients are at the center of what we do in all missions: education, clinical care, and research. The white coat ceremony was created to begin professional identity development for physicians in training by reminding us of the qualities expected of a physician as we put on our white coats. The coat represents knowledge, skill, duty, and professionalism. The coat reminds us of the importance of compassion and caring in the practice of medicine. It reminds us of our responsibility to our patients, and that our patients come to us and ask for our help and put their lives in our hands. This ceremony today reminds us that as we enter this profession, we are committed to a life of service to our patients and communities. I would now like to welcome Dr. Shelley Nuss to the stage. She is Campus Dean at the AU-UGA Medical Partnership, responsible for the oversight and leadership of the campus, which currently educates 236 medical students across 4 years of curriculum. She also serves as the Associate Dean for Graduate Medical Education and designated institutional official for the Partnership Campus in Athens. Dr. Nuss.
Wow, well, welcome everybody. What a big day, right? What a big day. Let's get this going, right? So proud of everybody here and all your accomplishments. This is just such a special day. So I just want to bring warm welcomes from everyone over in Athens. The Medical Partnership's a 4-year campus of MCG. We opened in 2010. We've ramped up from 40 to now 60 students per class. And it's really a unique experience for the students because it kind of has the unparalleled research resources of the University of Georgia, but then in partnership, obviously, with Georgia's only public medical school, the Medical College of Georgia. So at the heart of the learning on the campus is really our amazing faculty, staff, and administrators. They are just like none other. They're just wonderful people and cherish all of our students. Thanks to everyone who makes our campus special. Our community partners are critical as we rely on the volunteers in our communities in Northeast Georgia for that experience, kind of learning that art and science of medicine. Well, today is a very special day for you, the class of 2027. Feel proud of all of that work that got you here today, but this is a special milestone for you, a big milestone. It's a big milestone for the family sitting here. Wherever that white coat, or the medical training takes you, I want you to remember to wear your white coats with pride and privilege. But I think of most importance is humility. Remember the important moments when you fail and make mistakes. You will have them. You will have them. Please learn from them. Please listen carefully and compassionately to the patients you will care for, and remember that what makes you a medical student, a future doctor, a future caretaker for your patients is not really the white coat. It's the qualities you have, the qualities of compassion, discipline, altruism, and your intelligence. Those are the things that make you you, that you will bring to the table every day with your patients, and you will have a joyous career. I just want you to remember, under the umbrella of the white coat are all the people who have supported you along the way. Your family members here today, your friends, significant others, faculty, spouses, staff, and administrators. Remember them. Remember your role models. Remember what they said and what they did. Keep these people out there and their influences as support by your sides, because you are going to have an incredible journey, but there are going to be some tough times, so remember to lean on them. So I just want to end. Thank you so much. Congratulations, and from everybody in Athens at the Medical Partnership, congratulations on this amazing and well-deserved milestone. And as I say, when it's Saturday in Athens, go Dogs! Well, listen, I want to introduce our very, very special dean, Dr. David Hess, here next as our speaker. He's an honored educator, researcher. He's the 27th dean at the Medical College of Georgia, also executive vice president for medical affairs and integration at Augusta University. Dr. Hess previously served as chair of the MCG Department of Neurology. He's a graduate of the Johns Hopkins University, and the University of Maryland School of Medicine, and completed his neurology residency and vascular neurology and stroke fellowship right here at home at the Medical College of Georgia. He is a prolific physician scientist whose focus is primarily on improving stroke treatment and recovery, and has over 210 peer-reviewed publications. He is a passionate educator, mentor, just amazing teacher of students, residents, and fellows. He's received numerous awards for his exemplary teaching. In 2012, he received the MCG Outstanding Faculty Award and the Distinguished Research Award from the Research Institute. In 2001, the Humanism in Medicine Award from the Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey, and was inducted into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Hess has been named to America's Top Doctors and Best Doctors in America every year since 2000. It's now my distinct and honored privilege to introduce Dr. David Hess.
Thank you very much, Shelley. You said it really, really well. I don't think I can't improve upon those comments, so thank you very much. Students and parents and loved ones and spouses and significant others. Really, the strength of MCG is our partnership campus and our regional campus model, where students really go to all corners of the state. And I want to give some examples of some of these great mentors that Shelley talked about. So I'm going to go through some of our regional campus deans, and I'm going to ask them to stand up. I'm not going to ask them to talk, or this meeting would go on forever. But let's start with the Northwest. Paul Brock, you want to stand up? Dr. Brock is an active surgeon. I was over at his house the other night, and he went in and did an appendectomy in the middle of the night. So he's really active. Thank you, Dr. Brock. Dixon Freeman, he's up at the, there's Dixon over there, OBGYN. And he's a DIO, and he's up in Rome and Dalton. And then Southwest Albany, Cush Decide. Doug Patton couldn't be here. Do you remember him from last night? He moderated the raft debate. He did a pretty good job. He was dressed really well. I think his wife dressed him. Look at him today. And Southeast, Wayne Rentz. Wayne is another surgeon. And Wayne is a graduate of MCG and former president of the Alumni Association, et cetera. And then Elizabeth Gray. Elizabeth, stand up. And Elizabeth has been the Savannah campus dean, and now she's the full campus dean, because we're going to start a 4-year partnership. You know, it's worked so well in Athens, and Shelley's done such a great job that we're going to kind of create that in Savannah with Georgia Southern. So next year we'll have another partnership campus. So these are options. You can go to all these wonderful places in Georgia. So thank you. I don't think I left anybody. Oh, and a couple others. We have some chairs that are here. A lot of you like to go into orthopedic surgery, so I want to introduce Monty Hunter. Monty? There, stand up. And then another really, all these competitive specialty chairs are here today. Still Kentuckus, ENT, otolaryngology. All right? Always say otolaryngology. It's the hardest thing to say. And then Dr. Higgins came, representing OBGYN. Stand up, and gyn-oncology, right? So these are some of the special people. Now it's my distinct pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker. I couldn't think of a better person to honor with this. William Salazar is dual board certified in internal medicine and psychiatry. He has served for decades as a professor in our departments of medicine and psychiatry and health behavior. But it's what he does outside the walls of our medical school. Dr. Salazar had made it his passion, and believe me, there's no one more passionate and more giving than Dr. Salazar, and his priority to ensure that underserved people in our community get the health care they need and deserve through his ALAS of the CSRA clinics. For nearly 25 years, these clinics have served thousands of people without health insurance, those who are experiencing homelessness or living below the federal poverty line, many of them with significant language barriers. They also provide rich volunteer opportunities for our students. So many medical students and faculty and residents have participated in these clinics. What started with one clinic in borrowed space has grown to 13 clinics. Is that the latest number? that provide a broad spectrum of services from primary to subspecialty care. And this summer, after years of dedicated fundraising, the clinic moved to a permanent home, a standalone building just a stone's throw from our campus. Not only is Dr. Salazar an empathetic and enthusiastic advocate for his patients, he is an honored educator who is also active in many national professional organizations, dedicating his time to ensuring that the generations of physicians that come behind him are able to effectively communicate with their patients, no matter the language barriers between them. You can read more about him and his numerous accolades and accomplishments in your program. So I'm going to welcome to the stage Dr. William Salazar.
Thank you, Dean Hess, for your wonderful, kind introduction. And bienvenidos, members of the class of 2027. Dear colleagues, family, friends, and coworkers. It is a great privilege to have the opportunity to talk to you all, and especially the Augusta University MCG class of 2027. A cohort of 263 highly accomplished and hardworking med students. Welcome to this great event, the White Coat Ceremony. I remember the first time I wore my white coat. My ego was so inflated that I could barely fit in my white coat. I was filled with pride and anticipation. I felt very accomplished, and I felt very proud about myself. I'm sure many of you are having those feelings right now. Little did I know that by wearing my white coat, I was gaining a lot of privilege, a lot of humility, and a lot of responsibility. I was vested with one of the greatest gifts of human kindness. I was given the capability to learn how to care for someone else with empathy, with unconditional love, with positive regard and great understanding. My speech today is not a matter of advice. It is a matter of reflection and introspection. Today, I want you all to ask yourselves, what do I need to reflect upon? Well, I'm going to give you some food for thought. First, I want to start by bringing to your attention that you are not here today by a stroke of good luck. No, you are here because you are the byproduct of hard work, dedication, perseverance, and passion. You are here today because you have been supported and cared and loved for so many people, many of them present here today. All these attributes and this support will continue inspiring you to enjoy and savor the magnificent journey to learning how to be a great, empathic, and compassionate physician. You are not part of the medicine of tomorrow. You are part of the medicine of today. You will be part of the best physicians of tomorrow. I invite you to look around. We, your teachers, were exactly in the same place you are here today at some point. It does not matter what titles we hold after our names. Look at us. We were in your shoes at some time. By sharing this experience, we understand your journey. We have empathy and love for you. You are family now, and you are ours. You have paid your dues, and you have passed this process till proven otherwise. You don't have to prove to us that you want to pass. You want to prove to us that you want to fail. We need your enthusiasm, your energy, your intelligence. We need to build the world of medicine with your ideas and your wisdom. Please, don't let small minds convince you that your dreams are too big. Enjoy the process, because great is the art of beginning, but greater is the art of ending. Then what is your first ending? I want for you to think just to the closest goal. Your goal will be to culminate your first year of medical school successfully. The questions are, what are the impacts that you want to have on yourselves and others at the end of your first year of med school? Well, I'm going to help you in your process. And I want to give you a quote from one of my favorite books, Seabiscuit, a book written by Laura Hillenbrand. Open quote, "You know, everybody thinks we found this broken down horse and fixed him, but we didn't. He fixed us, every one of us, and I guess in a way, we kind of fix each other," close quote. Then my question is, do you really think that you are coming here for us, your teachers, to exclusively fix you? The reality is that we are here for you to fix us. Yes, my dear future colleagues, by you coming here, you will impact the life of your teachers in incredible ways. You will help us to be better physicians and teachers. You are entering into a mutual relationship. You gain, we gain. This is a win-win situation. Let me show you some of the ways you will impact us. And I want to bring to your attention that as much as I wanted it to be innovative, this is not my creation. There is plenty of data, there is plenty of research in what I'm going to tell you now. The first thing is you help us to have a salary. Wow. When we teach, we get paid for our time and our dedication. This is not for free. Your tuition helps with our salary. Then it is our duty to teach. You give us intellectual stimulation, intrinsic satisfaction of teaching. We love to have the companion of young and enthusiastic students. You help us to think about the journey and not the destination. We live in a rat race. We are always thinking about the next step, and we forget about the journey. You remind us to stop and smell the roses and wake up and smell the coffee. And I want to tell you, the coffee is Colombian coffee. Teaching you med students brings enthusiasm to our lives, truly improves our professional lives and enriches our personal lives. You remind us of the excitement of those enthusiastic first year in clinical medicine. You sharpen our clinical skills and help us be better clinicians. Teaching you strengthens our love for medicine and the care for our patients. You keep us on the ball and sharp. Whether in class or in the clinic, teaching you help us improve our ability to explain complex concepts to patients, help us to improve time management, and enhance our communication skills. Yes, you teach us in return. You help us to challenge our own established views of practice in medicine. You keep us in our toes, staying up to date in current medical treatments. You alert us to developments in medicine and being open to change our outdated practices. Seeing a student as a teammate helps everyone learn on the team. Answering questions to novice learners often increase our knowledge and benefit patients' outcomes. Many of us went into medicine because we love knowledge and the educational process. Nothing is more rewarding for an educator than to leverage a hard-won mastery of a subject by teaching it to future generations so that patients will benefit. Mastery creates opportunities to share mental models that are not part of the medical curriculum but are essential to practice. Mastery also creates efficiency, which allows more time for teaching the next generation. Training future physicians on how to be successful at work and their home life is as important as teaching how to treat a critically ill patient. You, med students, give us so much. By teaching each one of you and related to each one of you, you give us force and energy. I tell my students every time I relate to them, whether in the hospital or in the classroom, that every time I relate to you, I feel very rejuvenated. It seems to me like I'm receiving a pint of blood. I feel the blood transfusion when I relate to you. You bring us passion. You make medicine education worth it. You bring meaning and dedication to our lives. Many times, by relating to you, we encounter centeredness. You allow us to understand what love, support, and unconditional positive regard is about. Because you, future physicians, will be taking care of us, your teachers. As we get older, we should make sure, and we are committed, that you receive the best training. I think I have made my case that even though a couple of minutes ago you thought that you were coming here to fix us, the reality is the other way around. Now let me change gears. Remember what I told you at the beginning? You are entering into a mutual relationship, a win-win situation. Then the question is, what do you need from us? What do we need from you in this mutual relationship? We need you all to leave an aroma at Augusta University Medical College of Georgia. We need you to leave an aroma of love, understanding, caring for each other. None of us wants to be called ignorant. Then we want you to study hard, read, and be up to date with the medical literature. We all have moments when we feel small and insecure. It is in those moments where we can hide in the shadows, or we can stand a little taller, be fierce, and not forgotten. We want your heart, which is the key ingredient to true living. When you find that part of you that is real, that is true to who you believe you are, nothing can stop you. You can find the inner fire within and let it loose with the passions that reside within your heart. You will follow and you will be free. We want you to create health, starting with yourself. Those of us able to create health for ourselves can create great health for our patients. Then how can you create health? By thinking about 4 domains: the biological, the psychological, the social, and the spiritual. We are good in medicine about the biological component, but we frequently neglect the other 3. Then I'm going to give you an example. This is an analogy. Now that you are coming to train with us, we are giving you a pair of crutches, but you have to carry it during your training here. One crutch is the biomedical model, and the other crutch is the psychosocial component. Then if you decided to neglect the psychosocial component, you're always going to be on one crutch, and you're going to fall, you're going to stumble, and you may fail. We want you to use your 2 crutches at all times. We want you to think about this domain. And I also want you to think, because within these 4 domains, the one that is more forgotten is the spiritual. The spiritual is the one that gives you the balance in your crutches and the road you are pursuing to get to your goal. A spiritual health creates a balance between physical, psychological, and social aspects of human life. It reduces anxiety, stress, anger, and depression. It enhances the quality of our life, increasing feelings of inner peace and hope. Now, we want you also to think about your core beliefs. Core beliefs is something, whether right or wrong, often are not our fault. First, learn that core beliefs do not need to cause argument. You need to see and accept others' perspectives. When I came to this country, I had core beliefs that were very distorted. English is my second language. I have an accent, people will not understand me. I am a foreigner, I am not a confident person. I cannot perform like other people can. I am an international medical graduate. How will I be able to make it in this country? Don't we all sometimes feel this way? Don't we all sometimes have what we call the imposter syndrome? Yes, my core beliefs were distorted. The good news is that we all can change them by creating alternative ways of thinking and imagine approaching situations differently. If you are never settling for your achievements, then you'll always be improving. The next time you want to achieve something, set your sights on your goals and pay close attention to your progress. I needed to make a shift in my deep-set core beliefs before I could truly start to get better. Like the saying, good, better, best, never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. By putting your best effort into everything that you do, you are settling yourself for the best chances of success. You will find that you can attain your dreams far more easily if you are giving them your best effort every day. Medicine training is about continuous improvement. It's about being your absolute best. It requires adopting the attitude of a lifelong learner, encourages you to recognize your strengths and take steps to improve your skills, employing them in creative ways to better results. Like Walter Baygood said, the greatest pleasure in life is doing what people say you cannot do. Well, it happened to me. I learned that I could do it. I found meaning in overcoming my distorted core beliefs. I now have a position with healthier core beliefs and with continuous awareness about the perspectives of others. Today, these are some of my core beliefs. I am a proud graduate of the Universidad Nacional de Colombia. I like and I feel good about my accent. I am an awesome clinician. I am a caring teacher. I am a Latinx. I am a proud Catholic. I am pro-life. I am a wonderful dancer. I am a nurturing father. Now, I want you to understand and learn how to practice appreciation and gratitude on a regular basis during this journey. Unfortunately, we live in a world where the whistle is blown when things are not going in the right direction. Others usually call our attention when we have done something wrong. We love to complain and magnify the weakness of people we relate to. Then let me give you an example. Dean David Hess is going to call me tomorrow and say, William, I want to talk to you. The first thing that is going to come to my mind is, what did I do wrong? Did I say something in the speech that really upset Dean Hess? This is what happens to all of us. This is because we are not in the culture of telling people all the great things they do, all the positive impact they have on us, all their brilliant ideas, and all the kind behavior they have on a regular basis to others and to us. We need to foster a positive and appreciative culture. I have been able to implement a culture of appreciation at the Medical College of Georgia. When I was program director, every meeting ended with an appreciation for each other. When I was the director of faculty development at Augusta University, we taught every faculty show appreciation for each other and their students. When I was the faculty development preceptor, I always appreciate my team. Those of you who have worked with me know that I show appreciation for the people that work with me. By using appreciation, we stimulate creativity and innovation, enhance collaboration, improve communication among members of a team, and build healthier relationships. I invite you, class of 27, before the end of the day, to appreciate someone in your lives that helped you get here today. Then, I want to show appreciation in action. I want to appreciate some people here today. First, I want to appreciate my wife, Pamela. Pamela, I appreciate your acceptance and love for me. I appreciate all the support and insights you have given me to help with my personal and professional development. I appreciate your continuous commitment to me. Thank for me, my wife, my favorite teammate, and my partner. Now I want to appreciate my mother, also known as Mama Betty. She's in the back. Mami, aprecio tu amor y tu apoyo. Aprecio los muchos sacrificios y esfuerzos que hiciste de venir a este país para que todos tus hijos tuviéramos una mejor calidad de vida. Aprecio también tus dotes culinarias. And I also want to appreciate my institution, Augusta University Medical College of Georgia, my colleagues and my coworkers. Dear colleagues and coworkers, I appreciate your support and acceptance. I appreciate to be a part of such an amazing institution and a magnificent cadre of faculty. I appreciate your curious minds and your dedication to the Medical College of Georgia. Thanks, MCG, for giving me the opportunity to deliver this speech today. The journey at MCG has been fabulous. Thanks from my heart. Now, I want to apply this concept of appreciation as a learning experience to me. Then when Dean Hess calls me next week, I'm not going to feel anxious anymore. I'm going to feel super excited. I'm going to be very motivated because I know David is going to say, hey, William, congratulations. I want to appreciate that wonderful speech that you prepared with hard work for the class of 2027. Waiting for your call next week. Now, I want to change gears again, and I want to place in the equation the reason of our existence as physicians, the patient. I have said the best for last. I'm not going to give you a formula or recipe. I'm not going to tell you how to do things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you some stories about my journey, hoping that these stories will allow you to reflect upon your journey. And I want you to remember that every journey is different. Then my first reflection is how I became interested in serving the poor, the underprivileged, and undocumented immigrants. The answer is simple. It's the story of my life. My mother never worked in my country, Colombia, South America, and my father worked as a banker. When my parents migrated in this country in 1970, they did not know the English language. My mother worked as a maid, and my father was a blue-collar worker in a gas station. No wonder I sublimated by taking care of the underprivileged and the immigrants. Now I want you to understand that every encounter with our patients does not happen in a vacuum. It is painted with our past experiences, past relationships, with the history of our families and the way we relate with each other. This fact makes our profession dynamic and in many ways uncertain. This understanding takes me to my second reflection. There is a principle in psychosocial medicine that is called the theory of the hot button. And just in case, I want to spell it for you today. It's B-U-T-T-O-N-S, hot button. Hot buttons are behaviors in others that can upset or irritate us when we encounter them. Hot buttons usually get triggered by unconscious memories in the way we relate with our members of our family of origin. When this happens, we react in ways that we do not want, and these reactions create regrets. I think we all have had this experience in the past. Then usually we are left with feelings of nagging in our minds. I guarantee you, your patients are going to be pushing your hot buttons. We have not control of the externals, but we can learn to control ourselves. In the past, patients that were withdrawn, quiet, that seemed not to be interested in engaging with me in a therapeutic alliance, that did not want to give me much medical information, used to upset me and push my hot buttons. In my soul search and reflections, I learned that it came from having a father that was quiet and withdrawn. I worked to improve myself, but not to prove myself. I learned to relax and be mellow about the externals and be loving and forgiving about myself. You all need to learn and understand what your hot buttons are. Then realize that patients are not doing this intentionally. It's just a hot button for you. Related to this topic, medicine seems very glamorous. At the same time, it's also filled with illness, bad news, losses, long hours, multiple sacrifices. We want you to know that few people are improved by sickness. Do not expect that patients behave at their best when they are sick, they are receiving bad news, and they are dealing with losses. Then, why to take the misbehavior of our patients as an offense directly to us? Think twice the next time you want to react with strong feelings to your patients. My third reflection is about privilege. Privilege is by definition an unmerited advantage. You cannot use to give up privilege. Then what is privilege such a big deal? Well, it's the primary impediment to a just society. Compared to many of our patients and coworkers, we physicians have a lot of privilege. I have the privilege to be a teacher of such a fine cohort of highly accomplished and motivated med students. I have the privilege to be a doctor, to be a man, to be heterosexual, to be physically fit and independent, not to have mental illness, to be economically independent, to have a house, a car, food in my refrigerator. I have the privilege to have access to health care, vacations, and sick days. So while you cannot get rid of your privilege, you can acknowledge it. Privilege maintains itself through silence and denial. When we force privilege into view and discuss it openly, we engage in solidarity with those that do not share in certain privileges with that. Guilt and shame are not good byproducts of privilege. My question is, what are your privileges? How are you going to use them for the benefit of your families, your patients, your classmates, your teachers, and your coworkers? I hope and pray that you will be able to use your privilege in a way that promotes more equitable outcomes for others in society. And my last reflection is on self-interest. When I care for my patients, I consistently ask the following question: how much I am holding to my natural self-interest in the care of this specific patient? Is there still some self-interest in this decision I am making for this patient? Think about your self-interest when you are caring for patients. A good example of self-interest in today's world is that we are paying more attention to our phones and computers than to others. We want you to give full attention to every encounter with a patient. You need to be 100% present for your patients. Forget about your troubles, your cellulars, your beepers, your computers. Forget about what are you going to be eating that night or who day you are going to have with today. I guarantee you, if you show to your patients in every encounter that he, she, they is the most important thing in the world at that time, your success as an effective doctor, and I guarantee you that. In closing, in the medical world, it's not the important who are essential, nor those who do great things who really are great. The doctor is not nobler in the sight of God than the doorman or the person who cleans the patient's room. The chair of the department is not more precious in the sight of God than the nurse, the alcoholic patient, the homeless women, or the paralyzed child. By our presence in the world, we are called to create a society capable of recognizing the dignity of every person and sharing the gift that each person is to the other. Then, class of 2027, what are the impacts you want to have on yourselves and on others at the end of your first year in medical school at Augusta University Medical College of Georgia? The answers are yours and yours alone. Enjoy the journey.
Thank you so much, Dr. Salazar, for your wise and inspiring words. Now we're delighted to welcome our class of 2024 presidents representing the main campus as well as the Athens Medical Partnership campus to share their own perspectives on the white coat with the class of 2027. Kometh Tony Tawanirat will speak first from Athens, followed by Shola Rizai from Augusta.
Hello, everyone. All right. Well, good afternoon, class of 2027, and thank you for the warm welcome. I extend a heartfelt welcome to all the families and friends who have traveled here today to celebrate the achievements of our first-year medical students as they don their white coats today. I urge you, dear students, to take a moment and look around at the faces of your loved ones gathered here. Their unwavering support will prove to be one of your most valuable assets throughout the challenging years ahead. Inevitably, there will be moments when you doubt yourself, experiencing what is commonly known and mentioned earlier as imposter syndrome, a feeling of inadequacy and self-doubt. Rest assured, every one of us, even the seasoned professionals behind me today, has grappled with this at some point in their lives. During these times, we lean on our support system. Let your loved ones remind you of your capabilities and achievements that have brought you to here this moment. Look to your left and look to your right at your fellow classmates. The white coat you wear today will signify a shared journey, one that will bind you together amidst the trials and triumphs of medical school. These individuals will be your companions facing the same challenges, from daunting anatomy practicals to interacting with real patients for the first time. Embracing these experiences, they will be both exhilarating and nerve-wracking. Be there for your peers, offering support, and don't ever hesitate to seek help when you need it as well. This short white coat today will signify your status as a learner. Treasure this opportunity to learn from your patients. It's a privilege. Remember their stories are gifts to your education, and in the years ahead, you will witness life-altering moments, from delivering a first newborn to sharing the relief of a cancer-free diagnosis with your patient. Your white coat grants you the unique privilege of truly knowing your patients. Cherish this honor, taking the time to understand the person behind their medical history. Walk alongside them during the moments of joy, celebrating new life or exciting plans, and stand with them during times of loss and fear. And as I conclude, I offer you some personal advice. Remember, there is a life beyond medicine. While your dedication to your studies is crucial, do not neglect your personal well-being. The first 2 years of medical school are pass-fail for a reason. Use this time wisely to invest in relationships, have good rest, and invest in activities that bring you happiness. Quality time with loved ones, sufficient sleep, and pursuing activities that bring you joy are all very essential elements to a balanced life. And lastly, find joy in the present moment. It's very, very easy to get caught up in the cycle of anticipating the future, thinking, I'm happy once I finish med school, I'm happy once I finish residency, and I'm happy once I'm in attending. But life is happening now. Embrace these challenges and cherish the victories you have every day. Each step of the journey, as stressful as it may be, also holds incredible moments of growth and accomplishment. Congratulations to the class of 2027 on reaching this significant milestone. I wish each and every one of you the very best of luck as you embark on this fulfilling and transformative endeavor. And I'm honored to introduce my presidential counterpart, Shola Rezai.
Hi, everyone. Looks like I'm the last thing before you guys get your white coats. Good afternoon, class of 2027, and welcome again, family, friends, and loved ones to the Medical College of Georgia White Coat Ceremony. My name is Shola Rezai, and I'm so happy to be here celebrating with you today. This is such a momentous occasion, the day you finally get what you've been working so hard for, a new profile picture. In all seriousness, today is such a special day that marks a major milestone in your medical career. This ceremony is a testament to the incredible path that has led you to this point. Your coating marks the beginning of a life dedicated to medicine. You'll learn more than you thought was possible, forge lifelong bonds, and witness the sheer depth of humanity. And while this may feel like the pinnacle of your journey, the next chapter is just beginning. Not long ago, I was sitting where you are sitting right now, and maybe I still haven't figured out how to iron my coat properly and probably could have kept a bleach pen in my pocket. But my white coat has carried me through the entire adventure that is medical school. Each mark or crease is a different experience that has shaped me into the person I am today. And while my coat has seen better days, your white coat, a completely blank slate, ready for you to write its own story to tell. Your white coat will carry you through these next chapters. It'll be with you in pre-clerkship when you cut off your friend's circulation practicing blood pressure, or run out of time because you forgot the T in old cards. Sorry. On clinicals, your short white coat will uniquely identify you as a learner, someone there to listen and grow. It'll be your saving grace when you're asked questions you don't have the answer to, or when you inevitably get lost roaming in the hospital. Your white coat will hold the weight of life's most important moments, from a patient's tears on your sleeve to the results of a life-changing diagnosis in your pocket. And you'll find that when the coat is on your shoulders, you can help ease the burden of our patients. It'll be a symbol of the hope you give to our community, to those finding refuge in student-run clinics, or serve as a platform when you advocate for justice here and across the world. In its pockets, your white coat holds the key to unlocking the most meaningful parts of a patient's life, not diseases or diagnoses, but things we can't possibly learn from a textbook. Their happiest memories, their biggest fears, and their deepest regrets. These next 4 years, you'll embark on a tour of humanity, witnessing miracles, stories from all walks of life, and the beauty and pain that comes with being human. This journey will not be without its challenges, as you probably already know, but you will not go it alone. You've all reached this point through different paths, from studying endless hours, transitioning from other careers, raising children, or serving in the military. Some of you may be forging new trails as the first physicians in your family, leaving a legacy for generations to come. And while you all come from unique backgrounds and experiences, your white coat unites you as colleagues, as friends, as family, here together at MCG. You'll write your stories together because there's nobody other than your classmates that understand the delirious late nights studying in the CBL rooms, the good morning, I said good morning, or pro-shit gate. I stalked your group message. These will become your people because, to quote Harry Potter, there are some things you can't share without liking each other, and knocking out a 12-foot mountain troll, medical school, is one of them. As you write this next chapter, remember to savor every moment. Don't take this incredible privilege for granted, and always remain grateful. Wearing this coat is an incredible honor that comes with great responsibility. This adventure in all its glory is all part of the journey that will form the physician that you're destined to become. Never forget why you started, and that you're a part of something so much bigger than you and I. There will be ups and downs, days when you feel inadequate, like what you're doing does not matter, but this could not be further from the truth. Because while our white coats show us who we are on the outside, it is our job to show who we are on the inside. Future physicians who act with both our heads and our hearts, who are compassionate and fiercely dedicated to impacting change. A famous doctor once said, "Unless someone like you cares an awful lot, nothing is going to get better." It's not. That was actually Dr. Seuss, but it still applies. So wear your white coat with pride. at least until you get your Patagonia. Class of 2027, you did it. Take every opportunity to cultivate the incredible friendships you've made. Stay humble, be grateful, and enjoy the ride. Most importantly, learn when to stop studying and make memories with your fellow Hogwarts students. Lastly, give a big hug and all the thanks to all your family, friends, and loved ones who have supported you along the way. This is just as much their day as it is yours. Be so proud today and cherish the responsibility of being the future of medicine. I have no doubt that you all will change the world, and I can't wait to see what stories you write. Congratulations.
Thank you, Tony and Shola. One more thing before you get your white coat. A special song from our serotonins again. Could y'all please come back to the stage?
Dr. Stallworth,
Dr. Stallworth,
at
orientation.
Yeah, she told me I don't need to worry.
And I don't need to worry.
Med school came like cinnamon, so sweet. There's so many new people to me.
Ooh, da da da, da da da. It's so hard, but it's alright. The more things seem to change, the more they stay the same. Remember why you came.
Go put your white coat on. Your prima days are gone. You go ahead, put your coat on. Sapphire and faded scrubs. We hope you get your sub. Specialty that you've been dreaming of.
Put your white coat on.
You're gonna save some life somewhere out there.
Out there, out there, out there. Waking up early for lab in the morning.
Lab in the morning.
The coffee you got from Einstein.
Just relax, just relax.
Don't you let those quiz reviews fool you. You know more than you may think that you do.
Ooh, da da
Maybe
da da da.
we feel that stress, but it's alright.
Alright.
The more things stay the same,
Ooh,
the more they seem to change.
you're gonna do so great. Da da
Put your white coat on, your prima days are gone. You go ahead, put your coat on.
coat on.
Sapphire and faded scrubs, we hope you get your sub. Specialty that you've been dreaming
Put your
of.
white coat on.
You're gonna save a life somewhere out there.
MCAT, Orgo, Biochem felt like they'd never end. Eager for MCAS to send.
Zoom interviews were longer.
Then I got into MCG, and it felt like all the doors were wide open. We're gonna do medicine.
Go put your white coat on. Your pre-med days are gone. You go ahead, put your coat on. Sapphire and faded scrubs. We hope you get your stuff. Specialty that you've been dreaming of.
Put your white coat on.
You're gonna save some life somewhere out there.
Thank you all for that. And now, the actual moment that you've been anticipating since late July has arrived. Will the student marshals and first group of coders and announcers please take your positions?
Justin Abess. Arushi Advani. Ishan Agarwal, Anusha Iyer, Savannah Allen, Liliana Amir Hosseini, Mason Arbery, MJ Arnold, Karen Asher, Al Baker. You may be coded. Brian Barrett, Shreya Bayapareddy, Caleb Basil, Aaron Badadnia, Hermela Bayana, Stephen Boxer, Caitlin Brandel, Jordan Brinkley, Jordan Caprino, Alexandra Carlton. You may be coded. Natalie Kaler, Abdullah Chandasir, Allison Chase, Malika Chauhan, Rachel Chen, Pujita Chinmay, Donna Chong, Martin Chu, Terrell Cook, Andrew Crane. You may be coded. Courtney Cunningham, Katarina Cutter, Patrick Sabala, Kathleen Daly, Diana Danelia, Christy Daniel, Heidi David, Emma Delorme, Ashani Desai, Ellison DeRochers. You may be coded. Philip Dobson, Thomas Drake, Mary Eldridge, Aaron Araglu, Alyssa Finley, Dia Flinaw, Joseph Freeman, Evelyn Gardalinsky, Megan Garrison, Helena Gebra. You may be coded.
Matthew Geisler, Emily Glatter, Quinn Goodman, Kavya Gudapati, Meda Guduru, Maz Gul, Zoe Guntert. Rachel Hammer. Jenna Harrington. Marina Hashim. You may be coded. Haley Hayes. Paige Hinckley. Justin Howard. Silas Howerton. Victoria Wynn. Angela Ijoma. Pranav Iyer. Leah Jackson. Nicole Jagannathan. Manasa Javangula. You may be coded. Rebecca Jeltuhin. George Jang. Nina John. Jeremiah Johnson. Stanley Joseph. Andrea Kadima. Keshav Kalathor. Samuel Kennedy. Andrew Kent. Mohammed Khan. You may be coded. Nikita Khan. Saad Khan. Catherine Kim. Kiana Kim. Michael Kim. Reese Kimball. Julia Coe. David Cotter. Benjamin Kranz. Carter Kubes. You may be coded. Morgan Kuhar. Neil Kukarni. Soham Kulkarni. Brian Kai. Claire Laxon. Tom Lagan. Cameron Lambert. Trinity Landrum. Anthony Lee. Courtney Levitt. You may be coded.
Kwang Drew Lee. Ray Lee. Taraji Long. Renee Julia Sanchez Manalo. Lindsay Martin. Lindsay McCabe. Jack McGarty. Michael McGrath. John McNeil. Deepan Mehta. You may be coated. Mohammed Ramiz Merchant. Leah Middleton. Holden Miller. Madeline Mall. Daniel Moncada. Carrington Moore. Nora Moore. Sweta Munakapati. Srijita Nandi. Aisha Naushad. You may be coated. Ava Nguyen. Sana Nisar. Adora Intukagu. Varun Nukla. Chakravarti Nulu. Marayo Olatoru Olabeki. Dhruvi Palladia. Jonathan Palmer. Akshar Patel. Nikhil Patel. You may be coated. Rahul Patel. Shivam Patel. Zoe Patel. Jordan Paul. Cameron Pettit. Eric Fung. Joshua Polson. Catherine Preisinger. Hamam Kassab. Bruno Quevedo Tejada. You may be coated.
I would now like to invite the next set of coders to the stage. Keep going, you're good. And I totally forgot the part where I was supposed to tell you to hold your applause until everyone got on stage, but it's so much fun to hear it that I'm fine. So just keep doing what you're doing. not supposed to go, but that's okay. Very good. Okay.
Carter Quinn. Ryan Kisling. Mohsen Qureshi. Christina Randolph. Daria Rashid Farouki. Ritu Reddy. Kaylee Reed. Caroline Ridley. Jack Ridley. Tyler Roberts. You may be coded.
Carson Rossenberger. Andrew Rowan. Tiffany Rutledge. Avni Sawant. Holland Shell. Soam Sungupta. Deborah Song. Radia Shah. Sahana Sharma. Marin Sira. You may now be coded. Justin Scaraya. Christopher Slayton. Andrea Smith. Samantha Smith. Kirti Soundapan. Lauren Springsteen. Julia Spihalski. Sriharsha Shripadau. Lindsay Stanley. Maya Stevens. You may now be coded. Catherine Stone. Nadia Talabi. Ensley Tanner. Karis Thompson. Jason Thompson. Matthew Trin. Madison Tritt. Drushti Trivedi. Ayana Turner. Karina Udeshi. You may now be coded. Saxton Urshri. Jonathan Vayner. Christopher Vacker. Robert Van Brackle.
Arshana Venkatasan. Divya Ventra Pagrada. Rohan Bupala. Ved Vyas. Sarab Wakaday. Paul Wang. You may now be coded. John West. Emma Whitson. Jordan Wilcox. Noah Williams. Mary Williford. Macy Willis. Abby Wolf. Sydney Wright. Suma Yarbarla. Suma Yelamraju. You may now be coded. Micah Young. Drashti Zalavadia. And Alec Zahn. You may now be coded.
This concludes the students from the Augusta campus. I would now like to welcome the faculty coders of the Athens Medical Partnership campus to the front of the stage. These faculty were specially selected by the class of 2027 as their coders. Dr. Tom Gaddy, Dr. Kimberly Giffen, Dr. Carrie Kelly, Dr. Caitlin Meixner, Dr. Kimberly Rathbun, and Dr. Ariel Van Leuven. Afnan Abu Sarar, Maya Akbik, Amitesh Anero, Carson Booth, Caleb Bradley, Christine Bruda, oh, you may now be coded. Heyun Byun, Theodore Campbell, Michelle Chun, Daeguan Chung Kim, Morgan Duran, John Dusack. You may now be coded. Kian Umami, Alexis Foley, Rebecca Garesso. Emily Hannon. Margaret Henry. Afsa Hossein. You may now be coded. Braden Huey. James Hughes. Brendan Jarvis. Danielle Jolly. Sydney Jones. Madison Justice. You may now be coded. Rohan Kanakamedala. Kendall Kiba. Kyung Shik Kim. Lauren Kim. Sangmin Kim. Madeline Ling. You may now be coded. Ashley Mahan. Malcolm Mack. Barquisha Madison. Sean Mahajan. Shelby Marklees. Anne Elizabeth May. You may now be coded. Shannon Mickler. Yusuf Muhammad. Hope Nesselhut. Anna Caroline Pascal. Charville Patel. James Patrignani. You may now be coded. Alana Pimenta. Samuel Potter. Nicholas Powell. Ganesh Prabhakaran. Mahima Sangtani. Sarah Schultz. You may now be coded. Mega Sequera. Brooke Spaeth. Nicholas Saris. Kenechiku Ume. Parker Vaughn. Caleb Veach. You may now be coded. Ansley Wallace. Matthew Warth. James Whelan. Phoebe Wright. Daniel Zadopolsky. You may now be coded. Let's congratulate the class of 2027.
All right, well, let's hear it one more time. Big, big round of applause for this class. All right, well, we got one more very big thing to do, and that's the final portion of the ceremony. We're going to be doing the class oath, and I must say, I read this and almost had tears in my eyes. It's absolutely amazing, but you're going to recite it now, so I'd like the class to stand up. Please stand and face the families and friends who are here to support you on your journey. It's on page 6 in your program. All right, guys, you ready? All right, page 6, everybody, follow along, recite with me. We're going to do this. These students wrote this oath, and it's not the Hippocratic Oath, it's what they wanted. So we're going to recite with me now. We, the class of 2027, you guys are supposed to be reading with me. I'm not reading this alone. All right, we got it? One more time, here we go. We, the class of 2027 of the Medical College of Georgia, proudly stand before our families, friends, peers, and faculty this oath to all the communities that we will serve. We solemnly pledge to uphold and respect the autonomy of our patients, act with benefits, make just and equitable decisions, and do no harm to those who fall into our care. To consider the patient as a whole, mind, body, and spirit, to listen with empathy and treat all patients with dignity, to empower patients through enhanced health literacy, enabling informed decisions aligned with their values, to provide equitable care while embracing diversity and individuality, vowing to recognize and address the influence of biases, to demonstrate an unwavering commitment to inclusivity and strive to make healthcare universally accessible while respecting all beliefs, to embody servant leadership even amidst challenges, fighting injustice, dismantling barriers to equitable healthcare, and serving with integrity in our communities, to humbly remain both student and teacher throughout our careers, recognizing that we have much to learn from and share with our patients and others in healthcare, to acknowledge that our well-being is integral to patient care. We nurture our physical, mental, and emotional health to strike a harmonious balance, to hold ourselves and our colleagues accountable, recognizing that our conduct echoes throughout the medical community, to embrace the moral responsibilities inherent in the white coats we wear, representing ourselves, our class, and the Medical College of Georgia with distinction. As we embark on this journey, bound together in our shared purpose, we will uphold this oath with dedication and integrity. May this oath guide and inspire us throughout our careers, serving as a constant reminder of the profound privilege and responsibility we bear as healers. There you go, baby. Congratulations.
All right, one more time, everybody. We present to you the Medical College of Georgia class of 2027. So even with all the hugging, we're still like, this is so fast. It's 3:38. I thought I'd talk for the next 22 minutes to get us to 4 o'clock. No, I'm kidding. So just remember, you're here for a reason. You earned the seat that you're sitting in or standing over right now. The people on the stage and in the audience are so very proud of you, have faith in you, and want you to succeed. I hesitate to say this because it's what old people say, but this time is fleeting, and you really should relish every single moment with your new classmates. And that's anatomy practicals and shelf exams and all the stuff you're doing right now. It's worth it, I promise. Before you know it, we're all going to be back together at your hooding ceremony, and I promise the days are long, but the years are so very short. So congratulations. Now it's time to go eat some food at the Harrison Building. And I invite you all there now. So please do it's been a long day. Please do allow the stage party and students to exit first and remain in your seats up there until we've all gotten out of here. All right? Congratulations, everybody.